What's up, guys? ClutchFact37 here, going to show you a weapon of choice video. Kind of talk to you about a stick I used in the spring last year, summer, this fall, as well as box lacrosse, and just going to give you a history of the sticks I've been using. So, in January, I went to LaxCon, which, if you guys are thinking about going, I highly recommend going. I will definitely be there this year as well. And while there, I picked up this sweet custom dyed Under Armour Command Head. It's done by the guys over Lacrosse Unlimited, Sean Rooney and Rob Rimmer. I think Rob designed it and Sean Rooney did all the work. Long story short, saw this in one of the cases at the big Under Armour booth. I asked Rooney, I just said, hey, how much would it cost for me to get something like that done up on a stick? And he said, well, you can buy that one for X amount of dollars. And I didn't hesitate. I just said, deal. So I picked it up. It's by far my favorite dye job I've ever seen or been lucky enough to own. Maryland flag up top, black and yellow down the side, red and white down the side, and the cool turtle shell pattern down below. Starting with this semi-soft East Coast Hero Mesh, one nylon, one straight. This is what I used for pretty much the remainder of my spring season from early March until the end of the season. Absolutely loved it, but definitely going to retire this and just have it as a wall hanger because it's still the cleanest, coolest dye I've ever seen, and it's unbelievably cool. So that was the stick I used for spring, but it's now retired. Don't plan on bringing it out of retirement anytime soon. Just going to have it as a wall hanger. Next, the stick I used for all of summer lacrosse, Under Armour SC1X shaft. My typical tape job I've been doing, I did all last year, which was, when I go to shoot, I want my pinky on the tape just so I have a good feel where my hand should be. I don't know why I do it with my pinky. It's just what I do. Donut tape job right up here. It's about 1.5 inches up from the shaft. Some people ask me why I don't do it higher. I don't know. It's just what I'm used to and what I did. So, got that. This is the custom Red Bull dye job I did on a Command over the summer. It's got the Red Bull logo up top, blue and gray elephant print down below. Same thing, Hero Mesh, one nylon, one straight, strung up accordingly with red, yellow, and blue colors to go with Red Bull. So that's what I use for the summer. I'm sure I'll be using that some here in the fall, spring, whatever. It's kind of just now a mess around stick or a shooting stick. Also kind of a wall hanger because that's the first dye job I did where I got just a logo up here with the whole top being white. So it's kind of cool to have just to show people like that's the first thing I did. Didn't come out perfect, but I like it. Since it is fall ball and winter lacrosse is coming, that means box lacrosse is coming. For those of you who don't know, I absolutely love box more than field. So I try to play as much box as I can here in Colorado. It's not necessarily picking up a whole lot, or I guess it is at the lower levels, but for men's league in college, there really isn't a whole lot. So I tried playing about 2 or 3 different leagues, but this is a stick I have been using and will be using. It's an Under Armour SC1X as well. Tape job's a little different. Instead of having the donut up here, I put it at the very end. I just like a longer shaft when I play with box. And the tape actually comes up to where the top of my hand goes for passing and shooting. I just like the feel of it for box. Custom dyed Command as well with my Young Gunner theme. Young Gunner at the top has red crosshairs all throughout the head. It's got a black and gray elephant print, and I threw a couple of red elephant prints throughout the head. This is the pocket I use. I will put the pattern in the description down below so you guys can check out the pattern. One thing unique I do with my box stick is after I string it up, I pound the living hell out of the pocket as high as it can go. Hence why I have a stacked SI down here, but the pocket sits up here. I like it for two-hand play because it sits right in the snatch point or the catch point of the head. I call it a snatch point for reasons. 3 straight. The bottom shooting string is very loose. That way it just has more feel. This stick has not a whole lot of whip, so it's great for box. So yeah, that's why I've been using and will be using. I'll put the pattern description down below, but as you can tell, ECD Hero Mesh, big theme with all my sticks. So yeah, that's my box stick. For fall this season, I'm going to be using the unreleased / low-key released Under Armour C96 handle. You can pick these up at Lacrosse Limited for now, and I think that's the only place you can get them until November 1st. I did a review on my page. Go check it out. Absolutely love this shaft. I'm trying something different where instead of having the donut up here, I put it at the very end. This year I'm kind of edging to be more of an outside shooter and a big-time shooter as opposed to I guess a finisher or an inside dodger finisher kind of person. So to get the full amount and the full I guess, usage out of the flex of the shaft. I put this down low. I mean, it only gives me about an inch and a half more leverage, but that's just enough to add another mile or two to my shot that I've found through videos and testing. So, tape job, same thing. I like my tape to end right where my pinky goes when I go to shoot. Not sure why. It's just been what I've been doing since high school, so I stuck with it because it works. The head, Under Armour Command, believe it or not. This one I did my own custom dye job. I went with a Maryland Houndstooth theme. Big fan of the Houndstooth design, not sure why. I just think it looks cool. Maryland flag up top. I'm not sure if you can see in the video, but I did mess up. There's about 4 bleed lines right there. I just patched it up real quick to make it look decent from a distance, like from here. Probably can't tell too much. Same thing, I'll put the pattern description down below. Typical kind of, I say I play with a mid to mid-low, but the more I look at it, the more I kind of think that I play with a defined mid. The only difference is, being an attackman, I like to carry the ball one-handed a decent amount of times, so I want to sit low in the head too. So, shifts, so I'd say shifty, middies, small. Shifty, mid-low, baggy pocket. We'll go with that. One nylon that's decently loose and one straight that's relatively tight. I like the ball to click the top of the head when I shoot and pass, and I also like the shooting string to be relatively tight so I get that extra snap out of it. And also when I'm trailing two-handed between a guy or two, the ball's going to sit right here, and since the shooting string's a little tighter, it's just going to hold right there, which is nice, so I can get a quick snap off my shot, or either around a defender or in close. So that's going to be the fall game stick for the most part. I'm sure I'll switch it up here and there with another command. We'll figure it out. And then lastly, another head that I plan on using once I pick up another C96 handle or 4 is my Joker themed dye job. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm not going to say you should, but you should. And this one, I went with the Joker theme. It's got the Joker smile up here. If you've seen Suicide Squad, he has the smile tattoo right here. So I try to find the best one that I could cut with a decal cutter and still get a good dye job on. So, Joker smile up there. One side's purple, one side's neon green. It just says haha throughout the whole thing. I did that in a split because, I don't know, it's kind of chaotic, kind of damaged, you could say. So just says haha all around, red strings, neon green top string. Same setup, nylon, pretty tight shooter. Mid, low, mid, high-ish, baggy pocket. But actually, props to Throne of String, Chris and Joe over there. I saw they did a epic prequel head where they dyed it up with a Joker theme, and after seeing it, I instantly wanted to copy it but make it my own and put a little twist on it. So big thanks to those guys over there for kind of inspiring me on this custom dye job. So those are the sticks that I used and will be using and whatnot. Like I said, I'll put the patterns down below in the description so you guys can try them out on your command. One thing I will recommend is, if you do have a command and you string up with Hero Mesh like I do, one trick that I always do, and this may be good or bad to tell you guys, but when I pound the pocket, I pound it as high as I can first after stringing it, and then kind of stretch it out throughout. Reason being, I like a nice catch point or snatch point right here, so when I go to shoot or pass, it hooks right here and then snaps out. And then also when I go to create a one hand, it'll sit low. So a big stringing technique or thing that you guys can try if you don't know already is, when you're stretching out a pocket, stretch out almost the entire thing. I usually stretch out pretty much as much as I can from here to about here, just because it gives you that more snap and that more hold. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.